Ask Reddit. Men of Reddit, when was the last time you got a compliment, and what was it for? At work, I was recently told I run a good meeting. I credit it to years of running games of D&D. So that's where I get the project management skills from. I have a habit of bobbing my head side to side when I'm thinking, and about a week ago, my coworker noticed and said it was freaking adorable. I appreciate the compliment, but it also made me way more aware of it. Yeah, my friend hums when she eats. It's adorable. She got a little self-conscious after I told her. I kinda had to tell her though, since I smiled and giggled at her. You look bigger. Have you been working out? Nope, just cultivating mass. Nicest way for someone to notice I've gained weight. You went from being a tiny twink to the muscle-bound freak they see before them. A girl I know said I had cool magnets on my fridge. So yeah, things are pretty solid. A friend told me I was the funniest person she knew. She needs to go out more. She wants to stay in more. With you. Women are attracted more to humor and wit than looks alone. So there you go. Still riding the high from when the cute girl at work complimented my shirt back in 2016. LOL. This reminds me of when some bigwig passing through our office when I was a junior said to my buddy, "That's a very checked shirt you're wearing." My buddy replied, "Thank you, sir." And the bigwig just tossed, "That wasn't a compliment," over his shoulder as he walked off. Last week at the dentist, as she was shooting my gums full of Novocaine, she said, "Wow, you've got long eyelashes," and called two of her nurses in to admire them. Bit weird, but I'll take it. I've gotten this a lot. Women even said they wish they had my eyelashes. Then I get confused as to whether I should think that's a good thing or a bad thing. Last night, my friends told me that I'm the good-looking one in our friend group and that they're convinced I get hit on a lot. My friends think I am the womanizer because I have a lot of dates, missing the fact that I use Tinder and I very rarely get more than one date with one person. My fiance told me my new pants make my butt look good. Nice. My butt looks like 2 globs of paste in the process of drying on a padded wall. This very fit girl at the gym, who is dating an absolute unit of a man, complimented me on bench pressing 90 pounds. Ha! I got one too at the gym for finally putting up plates. It was from a beefcake of a dude, but I still appreciated it, LOL. About 30 minutes ago, my wife told me I'm a good man as I left the house. That is all we want. We really are a lot like dogs. Just change boy to man. About 4 years ago, I had a lady call me cutie at a bar. A few years back, I got waved into a car in torrential rain. It was an elderly lady and a small town, so I wasn't worried about any abductions. Anyway, we're chatting and stuff, and I thanked her for the ride, and she said, "It's okay, dear. I like to tell my friends that I pick up hot young men." I was 18, and still am a bit shy, so I couldn't speak well for a few minutes. Saturday, a customer at work asked me how I can be so happy, especially when I'm interrupted while doing something, and I said, "I like to make sure people leave here happy and feeling good." She told me that I am doing something right and it made her bad day better. This hit me hard because I had a very bad week, which begun with me feeling suicidal, and I had a fight with my dad the day before over the house and almost slept in my van until I was blackmailed to go to a friend's. So I broke down and started to cry a little after she left. I'm not 100% right now, but I'm getting there. Not suicidal currently. Yesterday, for my 7-year-old daughter, I made a comment about my fatness because, well, I am, and she became very, very angry. "You're not fat, Dad." I've been trying to be more mindful about my self-deprecating sense of humor. I don't want it to become a part of their thinking. My mother has this thing when she doesn't get something the first time or makes a mistake, she says, "Man, I'm stupid." Whenever I hear it, I automatically respond with, "No parent of mine is stupid. I mean, who the hell does she think she is insulting my mom?" Last night, my wife said my penis is cute. I don't think that was a compliment. I honestly don't think there is anyone who doesn't love you. Made my day from a great friend. If there is such a person, you show me him and I'll fight them until they love you. My crush complimented my new boots on Sunday. My brain would probably catch fire if my crush acknowledged or complimented me. I got a compliment on my beard by another well-bearded fellow. It was a great day. Us well-bearded men must stick together against the smooth-facers. A coworker said I tell stories well yesterday. You probably took it as an underrated comment. Every group has one friend who can tell stories the best. Wife and I are trying to get pregnant, so had my sperm tested. Her gyno says she is very pleased with my results. Good count, great mobility. Best sperm she's seen so far from military men. Why do military men have a harder time remaining fertile? Besides, those who received injuries. Yeah, high-power radios and exposure to a ton of chemicals on a daily basis can kill off your little swimming buddies. This old woman, as old as my grandma, told me I had my father's beautiful blue eyes, and how it was a shame I wasn't born a girl because my smooth long hair was wasted on a boy. Other than that, I can't remember anything. This was like 3 years ago. Pfft, screw that. I think long hair looks amazing on guys. I wish more guys wore their hair long. The CEO of my company passed me in the office and complimented me on how I looked a few weeks ago. I had just shaved off a rather scraggly beard and gotten a haircut, but that was all. Felt good, man. Keep it up so they think you got interviews, followed by a sneaky raise. You're a great writer. Now get out. I want to watch anime. My wife, as I obsessed over an assignment and interrupted her show. She's my harshest critic, so I trust her. She really is the sweetest thing you'll ever meet. She just has her moments of tough love. I got a new pair of Levi's and a woman at work said, "Nice package." Don't get all bent. She is 74 years old and it made me blush, LOL. I've had a 75-year-old lady at work tell me my voice reminds her of a time when men were men and that I should quit my day job and be on a sex line. I work on the phones in the government. I honestly can't recall. I perhaps somewhat creepily pursued some of your previous comments. You seem like a helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable person. I'm not sure if that will make you feel good about yourself, but it should. Not everyone is considerate, especially online. I got complimented today that I looked dapper. I have to agree, I dressed pretty sharp today. I love the word dapper. I use it all the time to compliment my friends when they look sharp. Some people complimented my haircut today, how it matched my beard length. Also, they liked my brown shoes, blue dress pants combo. Feels good, man. People noticing a great outfit is pretty nice as a guy, right? Dude, add a brass bronze belt buckle to a light brown belt or one that matches your shoes, if those are light blue dress pants. It'll add a little flair to the whole deal. I had a random lady on the elevator tell me she liked my boots and she wasn't used to seeing people wear boots and a tailored suit. Led to a great dinner and conversation about how men should dress. You have the biggest penis among all your friends. My wife. Funny story, my husband and I were hanging out with some of his old high school friends and they revealed to me that they gave each other nicknames for their penises. Laughing hysterically, I asked my husband what his was, and he said Big Zig. No filter response in front of all his friends was, but how do they know? I think I embarrassed and flattered my husband at the same time right then. I tried on a girl's dress for the fun of it. She said my back looks incredible. In college, I wore a dress for a party, borrowed my housemate's. Afterwards, when I was returning it, she was like, "You look way better in it than I do. Keep it." She wouldn't let me give it back, so I just take out wearing the dress to different parties over the next few years. Always got compliments on it. It was about 2 weeks ago and the cashier said I was very kind and generous. If I got some junk food at the drive-thru, I randomly pay for people behind me. I had a bad day once and someone did that for me, so ever since then, I've been paying it forward, especially around the holidays. My leather jacket, but that's usually from other guys. But without fail, my best article of clothing is a sweater with some awesome howling wolves on it. I have yet to not get a compliment when I put that bad boy on. I can't figure out why either. I have a red leather biker jacket with leopard print lapels. It is half covered in band patches and pins. I get more compliments on that ridiculous jacket than anything else I have ever owned. Back in June, I was told I have a good heart. That wasn't a compliment, it was your doctor reading the results of the medical report. Gay guy who was much older than me walked past, winked, and shouted, "How you doing, gorgeous?" I spun around instantly, winked straight back and said, "Doing good, sexy," and continued on. Made my day. Not even gonna lie, happily married, heterosexual male here. I kind of like getting hit on by gay dudes because literally nobody else gives me feedback on my appearance. It's a total confidence boost for the rest of the day. My wife might not want to bang, but at least I know I'm still seductive. I was told 2 weeks ago that my hairline isn't bad at all, after muttering that I was feeling down about my receding hair. Not sure if that counts as a compliment or anything, but I have thought about that moment every day since then. Guys don't give guys compliments. Women don't give guys compliments. It can be kind of depressing. I'm a guy and I try to buck that social norm. If I see a guy who clearly spent some time on his appearance, I'll compliment his hair, clothes, whatever. The dudes who go out with perfectly trimmed and oiled mustaches stand out because I know their stuff takes time. I hope men start getting more compliments more regularly and it makes them feel good about themselves. As a woman, I make sure I compliment my boyfriend as much as I possibly can. Definitely more than he compliments me, lol. He blows my mind how much I love him and how attracted I am to him. Even after a couple of years, it's still butterflies when I look at him. I know how he makes me feel when he compliments me, and I only want him to feel that way back. Every man should. I wrote about this before, but it's a catch-22. On one hand, men get very few compliments, based on my own experience and experience of other similar threads as this. So whenever we do get a compliment, it's seen as a sign of flirting, especially if we're somewhat attracted to them. But if compliments are given all the time for everything, then they lose their meaning since they'd be seen as superficial.